Hello, and welcome back to Explain the Charts. Today, May 25th, 2025, we are going to do a deep dive into AUDUSD. We'll combine an analysis of current news events with a look at our candlestick charts, so let's get started. First, let's look at some current events and news surrounding AUDUSD. Based on recent searches, we see volatility is expected. There are concerns about the U.S. fiscal health potentially weakening the U.S. dollar and boosting the Aussie, but President Trump's tariff talk could push it down. UB Group suggests AUD is likely to trade within a range of 0.6260/0.6360, so all this is pointing to a very volatile time for AUDUSD. Now, let's switch over to the daily chart and see what it's telling us. Looking at the broader trend, we can see a period of consolidation, followed by a more pronounced downtrend. From the start of this year, January 2024, we have a huge amount of chop, before a big sell-off by April 2025 and then a rally. Let's zoom into the recent candles. Zooming in from around April 2025 onwards, we can see much more of a defined uptrend, but the last few days have been flat. The last candle indicates a small recovery, but still in the middle ground. This suggests there's indecision in the market right now, echoing the conflicting news we discussed. The price has been hovering around the 0.6400 to 0.6500 range. Now let's switch over to the 1-hour chart to zoom in further. The hourly chart gives us a closer look at recent price action. The more recent candles point to a bit of sideways movement, supporting that consolidation mentioned earlier, so more chop incoming as UB suggested. However, there has been a recent rally, so maybe the tariff threat wasn't as real as the markets thought. Finally, let's look at the 15-minute chart. This really paints the more recent chop and indecision as we see consolidation. We can see price is just bouncing between 0.649 and 0.640, so it is a short-term scalper's dream right now. Overall, there are many conflicting reports and much indecision in the market right now. The key price levels to watch are 0.6515 as a potential breakout point and 0.6340 as a breakdown point. A break above 0.6515 could lead to further upside potential towards 0.6550 and 0.6600. Conversely, a break below 0.6340 could expose it to 0.6087, followed by 0.6000. Based on all our analysis, I am unbiased until the support and resistance mentioned are broken. I give a 60% chance of breaking down to the 0.6087 range, especially if the US dollar begins to show strength, perhaps due to a shift in monetary policy from the Federal Reserve. A break to the upside towards 0.6600 has a 40% chance, boosted by positive news from Australia or a weakening US dollar. Keep an eye on any important upcoming economic releases from both Australia and the United States. Any surprises here could cause significant volatility. Also, be sure to factor in any new updates on US-China or UCU trade relations.